Okay, if all things are going smoothly for a change, then I should be, once again, live. So, welcome to the show. This is most certainly not the game I was expecting to be streaming tonight, because apparently Mystical Ninja decided it wanted to be an asshole, so here we are. We're going to be doing this again. Which is good. Aside from the stumbling block in the cave, I feel like I was cruising along pretty good with Boot Hill Heroes, so I don't mind jumping back into it. Things are so much better now that I realize I can go back and speak to that cat in the other cave and actually heal myself. I was going to say heal thyself then, that does not compute. But, you know. One thing I did do is I went off, I played a little bit off camera, ran around and gained a couple of levels as, you know, Kid and Moon here, so hopefully this freakish bear-like creature isn't going to slaughter me now. That would be nice. Let's find out, shall we? So, this is the beast the elders spoke of. Our ancestral guardian of this sacred ground. Kid, we must quell the anger within this creature. Do not hold back. See, I called it a bear, but it looks more like a giant mutated beaver. Okay, so block, flame arrow, freebie. Block, dodge, freebie. That hurt. So did that. That's good. Yeah, I think on her next turn I should have her heal Kid. I don't want this thing to be getting too fresh, I suppose. No. Oh crap. Okay, that's good. I like that. Okay, dodge and then probably heal herself. Oh yeah, definitely heal herself. Jesus. Probably should have Kid block. Good timing. Okay, that's not good. I mean, the fact that it's hurting itself is good, but the fact that, you know... Oh no, it's dodging. Crap. See, that's the thing I love about the freebie attack. I mean, while I was gaining levels, I had chains where I just kept firing. It's a beauty of a thing. Something tells me I'm going to be keeping Kid in this particular attack stance for quite some time. As if called away by the spirits, Razor Paw allows you to pass. Okay, so that particular thing... Is it just a, yeah. Now that I know I can use those materials to upgrade weapons, I'm thinking I might not want to sell as many of them anymore. Rarely use money anyway, so... kid. I had hoped the cave would lead us below the valley, but all I can see is desert. My people call this scorching wasteland. I don't know how to pronounce that. Nudanvidnya. Those are strange places for V's to be. Oh god, there's more. Denalis Dias. Okay, that's a bit easier, I think. Which you know in your tongue as Fool's Feast, because no one would dare cross it by foot. I don't see what the feast part has to do with anything, but okay. Now we have no choice but to continue forward. I can only hope that the Tehuacan spirits that once dwelt here will show us mercy in our journey. Oh, that's nice. And we can't ride our horses either. But I found a cactus, so everything's okay. So... who are you? You need to help me. Adem Sawyer. As a thrill-seeker, I felt compelled to attempt to cross Fool's Feast alone on foot. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your fool. But it probably wasn't smart to wear so much black. But no way I'll get beat by this heat. See you on the other side. He's gonna die. Not the dog, though. Dog's cool. Omniscient. This desert reminds me of a dream I once had, where I was stranded in a giant kitty litter box. Let's get out of this place soon, okay? But no matter where I end up, you're going to be ahead of me anyway, so I don't see why you're so concerned. Game saved. Wait, what? Is he just getting to you because that cactus just moved? What the hell is that? It's some kind of porcupine thing. Oh, it's a brambler. Alright. I love you, Freebie. The brambler scurries off. I really hope I find more hats soon, because I've learned all the advantages that I can. And I really hope this place isn't some kind of maze I have to navigate out of, because I have no idea where I'm going. Hi? Cacti, or cactea. There is something written on this unusual cactus. If you are reading this, it will probably be the last thing you ever read. Welcome to Fool's Feast, vulture food. But you look so happy. Why are you... Wait, who the hell is that? That's a very, very well-built man with a box forehead. Mysterious masked man. The ocean feels nice and cool. Join me for a swim, won't you? Maybe I should have had her attack that thing. The more quickly these things die, the better, I'm sure. Because in this game, as in real life, I'm sure scorpions are bad news. What a jerk. Although maybe I should be using Pierce Shot when he's doing that, because I think Pierce Shot goes straight through any sort of damage-reducing stance. Nothing matters now, obviously. Let's go this way. A pair of circling vultures descend upon you, and they bring their trees with them. How can you have an eagle eye? You're a vulture. That doesn't make any sense. That's tomfoolery. Oh, you know, the vulture's just surviving. Nah, he's done. What a big man I am. I just caused a bird to burn to death. Go me. Oh, excuse me, they're not vultures, they're carrion stalkers. My, you're an interesting fellow. Wandering at 'em. What ho, traveller! Want to share my delicious sand? Just don't tell anyone, or they'll all want some. How many psychotic people am I going to be running into in here, I wonder? The answer is a lot. Ooh, that hurt. Bub Moon did her job. The thing's burning to death. Now hopefully she doesn't get killed and we'll be... Okay, we're doing alright. They accept a merciless beating as payment. Don't mind me, just traipsing across the desert, beating the shit out of the wildlife. I'm a naturalist like that. Something tells me I want to pick up as much of this stuff as I can, because I never want to come back here again. I believe I have compared this game at least slightly to Earthbound before, and this is reminding me of the section where you're having to travel through a desert in Earthbound. Only a little bit, though. If you suffer from sunstroke in Earthbound, it's much more annoying than this. I think you just steadily lose hit points until you die. Here it just seems to slow you down a little. Been a long time since I played Earthbound, sadly, so... I can't remember it that well. You're a dapper-looking fellow, and your cat? Delve. The name's Delve, professional dungeon explorer. Have you seen any dungeons around here? Preferably awesome ones? No, you're not like the healing cat in the other place. For shame. You're not as good. Oh, this is disconcerting. Is that? I think that's the guy I saw when I first stepped into it is too, there's the dog. Okay, so I got turned around, apparently. Let's just keep going left. Let's see what happens if I just keep going left. Well, I found the Cactus Man again. And here's the dude who's obsessed with the ocean again. But yeah, I like how in the short amount of time it took me to circle around, the guy who was so confident about crossing the desert is dead and somehow got picked down to a skeleton. I can appreciate efficient scavenging, even if it is scavenging upon man flesh. There we go. She recovered from sunstroke, so will she not get it again, though? I mean, we're wandering around the desert. Okay, there's that guy again. He's fine. Do you have anything new to say? No, it's just more offering of sand. And there's the dog again. Okay, I don't get it. Like, is there any sort of direction I'm supposed to be going here? Because I just seem to be... I don't know, I find this confusing. Because I don't remember getting any clear direction as to where I should be going. I mean, all well and good if I wander around and kill a bunch of things and gain some levels and collect some random materials, but I kind of want to get out of here. There's important doings afoot, as it were. Wow. Hit him pretty hard. There we go. Okay. We've both recovered from sunstroke. Does that mean we're both going to figure out where the hell we're going now, or... There's Dungeon Man again, and his cat. You there, dog. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. I was just able to save it again, I suppose. Okay, so if I go left... Oh! Okay, never mind. Kid! Man, he hit the ground with force, man. You are dehydrated. If we do not get out of the searing heat soon, then our spirits will surely join the throng of others who have perished here. Yeah, like that guy we saw. Come, we must push forward. As your people might say, we are in a pickle. Parrot? What is that? Well, not really parrot, I guess. This bird. I have never seen anything like it. It is certainly not native to this desert. What is it doing here? Apparently speaking to us is what it's doing here. Hello! It speaks? Could this be an animal spirit guide? Or just a parrot somebody trained to lead us out of here and speak. We must follow that strange bird. It may be our only chance. Okay, it's down there now. Now I need to go right again. Seems rather counterproductive, but okay. Now I need to go left again. Honestly, going back and forth was going to be my next attempt if I didn't run into the thing. Kid, I can't go on. Again, with a, like, wicked thud as they hit the ground. Nice, comfy sand. Just gonna lie down and take a nap. It'll be fine. Oh! There you are, mon petit pickle. Where did you fly off to? Wait, the bird's name is actually Pickle? And who the hell are you? Extravagant woman! Mon Dieu! Who are these poor enfants? Okay, here comes the terrible French accent. What is it, Lady Lamoureux? What do you see? Oh wait, that was a gruff voice. Pardon me. Holy cow, that's one massive dude. Look at his pecs. Ivan the Strongman. Okay, well obviously he's gonna have more of a Russian-like accent, isn't he? Oh! Hey boss! Better get over here. Mad Roma McGovern. What in the Sam Simon Hill is happening here? Come on, Ivan, lady. We gotta go to Bumblebee Junction afore nightfall, or there'll be a fearful uppance what comes. Well, I'll be a squirrel's mistress. Who are they? I don't know, Monsieur McGovern. I just found some here next to my darling Pickle. Please, help us. Well, you're a strange-looking little missy. Do all the folks here in Bronco County wear such peculiar-like garments? There's nothing peculiar about my clothes. I'm a Chepackwik, and I'm not a missy, I'm an Indian princess. Not that I think they actually call themselves Indian, but okay. Princess, eh? And who is this fella here, your prince? This is Kid. My name is Moondancer. We're on our way to Swellsville, but we got lost in this desert. Swellsville? Now where's that? We are not from around here. We just rode into the valley and fix on setting by way of Bumblebee Junction. Bumblebee Junction? The train station? We can take a train to Swellsville from there. Won't you take us with you? Oh, the poor things. We cannot leave them out here for the vultures. Well, they ain't gonna get a ride for free. I don't take kindly to freeloading sorts. But if I come to agree to your sort of proposition, what is it by way of recompensing that I stands to gain? What? I'm saying, what do you give me in exchange for your transport? We don't have much money. Let me think for a wink. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Ivan, Lady Lamoureux, you best all stand back and give me some air. I just had a dynamite idea that's about to blow up. I see. I'll take you with us, little princess, and your blondie friend, too. But you gotta agree to be in my show. Show? What show? You mean to say you don't know who I am? Wow, you must live under a rock. Well, I'm called Mad Earl McGovern. And this is Mad Earl McGovern's Traveling Wild West Circus. Is this just a wagon train in the middle of the desert? Was going straight through the desert such a great idea? That's right. We travel around the western world showing wide-eyed folks chills, incredible feats, and exotic sights to dazzle the eyes, swaddle the soul, and scramble the mind. Jugglers, fire eaters, soul swallowers, rodeo clowns, magicians, animal acts. We got it all under one tent, yes sirree. The one thing we don't have is a real bona fide Indian girl, much less a princess. Now that's something what the crowds go for. Woohoo-wee! I can see the ticket sales now. You want to put me on display in front of a bunch of gawkers? No, thank you. Besides, Kid and I have to get to Swellsville. I ain't asking for a lifetime commitment here. Just be in our next show tomorrow night, and I'll see to it that you're on the next train to Swellsville afterwards. Deal? What about Kid? I'm sure he's got uses to pay his way. I'm really good at beating stuff up. How about it, lad? What's your vocation? Speak up, I can barely hear you. A farmer, you say? A stable boy? Well, that ain't much. Wait, actually, I have just the job for you. We need someone to look after the... the lines, yes, of course. Horses. Yeah, that'll do you for. You can handle the horses. So, do we have a deal, or am I leaving you here to tan? My boots are burning, my toes like mushrooms on a frying pan, and we gotta get out of this desert. What do you think, kid? Should we join the circus? Are you crazy? Yeah, it sounds like fun. Especially want to see these live horses he's talking about. Mr. McGovern, you have a deal. Welcome aboard. I am Ivan, and this is the beautiful Lady Lamoureux. And you've already met my parrot, Pickle. Hello. Alright, well, that's enough gum flapping. Hey, Ivan! Get your Cossack behind. Cossack behind. Excellent. Get your Cossack behind the line and help our new employees into a wagon. Time's a waste. Next stop, Bumblebee Junction. We got a show to do. And this is my life now. That was fast. They unloaded the wagons and set up the circus in no time. I guess that means I better go to my dressing wagon and figure out what they want me to do for the show. You should talk to Mad Earl McGovern and find out what he wants you to do. He said something about looking after horses. Sounds easy enough. Unfortunately for me, I have to be in the show. Not looking forward to it. But as soon as the show is over, McGovern said he'll put us on the train to Swellsville so we can meet with the sheriff. Oh, and kid, I've been thinking. We better not tell anyone here that we know the Saints Little Gang attacked Ashwood and framed my people at Schvackwick. We don't know who here we can trust, or who else might be listening. I don't have a good feeling about this Mad Earl McGovern. Stay safe, kid. But he has such a trustworthy name, I don't understand what your problem is. Magnus. Did you hear about the human cannonball? He got fired. Ha ha ha. I was kind of hoping he had more jokes, because that one was pretty crappy. Jennifer Lieb. We set up the circus near Bumblebee Junction because anyone in Bronco County near a train station can get here. Sergio, the Sword Swallower. Kids, don't try this at home. Who the hell are you? Jeremiah Allen. Yes! 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 He made me feel gumption just by screaming at me. Okay. Okay, this McGovern's thing. I won't go talk to him just yet, though. Let's check around the place. Jeffrey, imagine. Nature has so much variety, and yet I used to draw animals in my notebook. Crabs, newts, armadillos, falcons, even monkeys. I would combine their features on paper. Here, it feels like fiction has joined reality. Imagine. So you wanted to create monsters in your spare time is what I'm getting out of this, yes. Ivan the Strongman. Let's go have a chat with Ivan. Dude, impressive. Andy Hedges. Hey, be on the lookout. I ran into some shady character hiding out in the outhouse selling black market weapons. I'm going to talk to Ivan and have him beat up. Ain't no call to walk about healed in this here circus. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I am Ivan the Strongman. Da, this is my tent where the folks come to see me lift the heavy things. Joveth Gonzalez. Sometimes I wonder if the circus promotes fear. Why is the thing going so? Okay, so he's wondering if the circus promotes fear of others that are different. Okay, there we go. The fear of the unknown causes them to lash out and treat others in terrible ways. Tariq the Fire Eater. Greetings, my friend. To some, fire is a weapon, something that can harm you. To others, it brings warmth and comfort. But to me, fire is sustenance. Does the circus have a stripper, or why is this man so scantily clad? Mike Hayseed. Yeah, I need to get some practice before I go on. Practice for what? Want to go a few rounds in the ring? Okay, maybe he's some kind of wrestler. That's more sensible, I guess. I have a sword. I borrowed over $30, and I have a ball. Yeah, I can't ride a horse. Never mind. Let's see. Yeah, the ball's not exactly great. What about the sword? Sword's not bad, though. Means I have to give up freebies, though, sadly, as much as I love that thing. Yeah, it's a gun attack. I suppose Sucker Punch can work with a sword. So for Sucker Punch, maybe we'll use... Wait, how much? Yeah, Sucker Punch requires 4 points, so... I don't know, I just learned Haymaker. Let's put that into the rotation, see if that's any decent. Ugh, clowns. Oh my god, the laugh is creepy. Holy crap. Look at these jerks. Look at them. I mean, I don't trust this. I'm pretty sure it's a roving band of cannibals now that they have these weirdos working with them. Clowns. The astounding Oberon. You stand in the presence of magic and mystery. Behold, the astounding Oberon will titillate your senses and boggle your mind with feats of supernatural prowess and prestidigitation. I like that word, prestidigitation. My abilities are both uncanny and unknowable. But if you only provide the materials, I can perform a transformative incantation to imbue your weapons with incredible properties. Do not question how. My ways are beyond the comprehension of those limited to mortal planes of existence. Yeah, except for that native dude in the town just across the desert. Oh, I can do something with the sword, I think. Attack up. No, I can't. No. Fire. No. Stagger. I can add stagger. And Leech. Leech isn't bad, though. I can also get blind. I like Leech. Leech is pretty good. Let's get that. Oh, sword's already full of upgrades. Never mind. Didn't realize that. Oh wait, that's how the thing. Yeah. How can I see what upgrades the sword has? I like how it tells me outright that the cutlass is not typically associated with the setting. Oh wait, it's got attack. Oh, I can tell by the symbol. It's got attack up and. I don't know what the rest of those are. I don't know. Anyway. I think I'll leave that be for now. Why, what a dapper-looking fellow. Madman Mitch. I know what you're thinking, boy. Why would I be living all the way out here? You wanna know? It's because I'm mad, boy! Well, at least I get to test out the sword now, I guess. I don't much like the whole poison action here. This isn't, this is not my thing. That, on the other hand, I like that. How can a scorpion creep away with a stinger between its legs? Unless it's actively trying to commit some sort of bizarre scorpion version of seppuku. One thing scorpions do not lack is honor. Oh, it's these guys again. Epicurus. We're trying to earn a few extra bucks by helping out the traveling circus. After all, we're sort of like our own traveling circus. The desert skags move from place to place and stay for a time before moving on. Constantly moving is exhausting. With all the supplies we go through while traveling, we could probably start a new town. Hey, it's you again. Yep, us desert skags are still blowing like the wind from place to place. But you're missing a guy, though. Wasn't there a dude who got lost just before the... Yeah, okay, you probably don't care. Did I ever tell you about my Uncle Josh? Out of his mind, he was, I tell you. He used to strap sticks of dynamite around his round bald head. No one knows where he is no more. He left behind quite the array of stories, though. Maybe I'll tell you one if we ever happen to meet again. No one knows where he is. Well, if he was strapping dynamite around his head, he's probably over there, and over there, and over there. A little bit of everywhere. Okay, hopefully these are people just in costume, because this looks like the entirety of the Saints Little gang are hanging out in here. Luke Abernathy is Monty Spades. Hey, I'm Monty Spades from the Saints Little gang. Or at least that's the character I'm playing in the show. They say the real Monty Spades has supernaturally good luck. I'm not so lucky, so I'll have to fake it. Acting! Mei Chu is Creed Little. I'm supposed to play Creed Little, but I'm actually a 15-year-old girl. No one knows how old Creed Little actually is, but he looks really young. Always has. The Battle of Swellsville was 10 years ago, and I bet he's still a sight between grass and hay today. I don't know what that means. Bill Logan, the Scorpion Saint. Surprised to see the Saints Little gang? Well, settle down now. We're just actors and get 'em. We're planning on reenacting the famous Battle of Swellsville during the circus show. Oh boy, I get to see my own father die. On stage. It's great. You know, the one where Sheriff Templeton Howell fought the Saints Little gang alone in Swellsville and finally slapped irons on their leader, Coyote Saint? Valerie Flynn, Stampede Sally. I had to put on 100 pounds of muscle to play Stampede Sally by working out with Ivan the Strong Man. Wonder what that woman was eating to get so big. Antonio Laments as Tuco Doga. Hey, don't bug me. I gotta learn these lines. What do you think of my Spanish accent? Ahem. Senor? Senor. Tracy Howard. Excuse me. Do you have permission to rifle through my wardrobe collection? No, I didn't think so. Oh, I thought I was talking to this guy. I'm the wardrobe manager, Tracy Howard. If you need a piece for a costume, I'm the one to talk to. I can rent out garments, but I'll need a cash deposit equal to the value of the piece. Polka dots. Leotard. Local press. Wampum. Inverness. So I'm going to want to dress as a rodeo clown, apparently. I don't really have much of anything I want to sell. Not really. I've got a couple of hide dresses. I guess I can sell one of those. Where did I get that bow? When did I get that bow? Well, I should be equipping that on, you know, whatchamacallit. I saw the pepper box. Moon, that's her name. There we go. game knife. I don't really want the boomerang. A spherical elastic object, which is pretty much useless to me as a weapon, so that could go. Yeah, that should be enough for the polka dots. Yep. Unfortunately, this means I'm going to look like a clown now. I feel dirty. Now, I want to talk to you. Why? Why won't you let me talk to him? Okay, what if I attack from this angle? Okay, fine, I can't talk to the guy who's dressed as the dude. There, no. There we go. Connor Harp as Burning Crow. My acting resume comprises the complete works of Shakespeare. Yet this Burning Crow may be my most difficult role yet. Such a mysterious and unknowable man. I must truly understand his madness if I am to capture his character. You say you don't know where Burning Crow is coming from? Yeah. Okay, like, in my mind, I'm now just picturing Burning Crow as being Macho Man Randy Savage. Seeing as how he has to tap into his madness. Eli Craft is Coyote Saint. Look at me! I'm the leader of the Saints Little Gang, Coyote Saint! I tried to do some research by visiting the real Coyote Saint, who's been imprisoned in Devil's Hold for the last 10 years. Yeah, how'd that go for you? But I couldn't get permission from Judge Snodgrass. Oh well, I think I can handle playing the villain. Wardrobe slot. Perry Kemp as Templeton Howell. Daddy? I just don't understand my character. Why did the real Sheriff Templeton Howell take on Coyote Saint alone in that duel? And how could such a sharpshooter only leave Coyote with an injury while he took a bullet to the heart? Because my father was an honorable man, and maybe a little bit stupid, but an honorable man. Charlie Tarver, hey, do me a favor. If Mad Earl McGovern asks you to play cards with him, don't do it. That guy's got a big gambling problem. A while ago, I saw him lose a ton of money in a game against some guy with a twirly mustache. Huh, gee, I wonder who that is. If he doesn't keep his addiction in check, he might even bet the whole circus on a losing poker hand. No, I want to talk to that guy. Let's go back. Gabriel Farr. What can I get you? Interesting. Okay. Oh look, it's those horses he wants me to muck out. Lady Lamoureux, bird trainer. Oh! So good to see you again. I hope you are enjoying your stay at the circus. C'est magnifique. I am preparing for my performance with mon petit parrot, Pickle. Why not say hello to her? I would, but I can't. I speak to this chap over here. I know I spoke to the, Yeah, he's the guy who's not sure that the circus is such a good thing, yes. I understand his motivation. Oh, they have 2 human cannonballs. This is one classy circus. Neil, the human cannonball. I know it looks like fun, but take it from me, you gotta be very careful when shooting out of a cannon. Takes a good understanding of physics and geometry to set the barrel at the correct angle. One tiny miscalculation, you could go flying off into a tree or crashing into the ground with too much force. This helmet ain't just for show, you know. Well, that sounded ominous. Jules, the human cannonball. Shooting people out of cannons isn't just a fantastic display, it's an art form. I hope the audience appreciates the subtle grace with which I soar through the air like a beautiful eagle. Imagine me sailing past the glistening sun, arms akimbo, flying high over the earth and its lowly inhabitants beneath. I'm sure it's a breathtaking sight. The Amazing Giss. If you're looking for advice on what to do next, I recommend you see Madame Zenobia. She told me that good things are just around the corner for me. Whoopee! I don't know what that accent was supposed to be, but okay. Yeah, well, let's go have a chat with her, I guess. Do not speak, for Madame Zenobia sees your mind. You were drawn here out of a sense of curiosity. Yeah, how'd you figure? You are exploring this circus, this cavalcade of strange and mystifying sights and sounds. And yet, your mind lingers to your duties. There is someone who wishes to speak with you, someone you have agreed to serve. I see his wild face now. Mad Earl McGovern. You should speak with him. Then the fog that clouds your mind will pass, and your goal will become clear. Yeah, thanks for the info there. I never would have figured that out myself. Dr. Finch. Mad Earl McGovern asked me to stop by the circus in case anybody fell ill or any animals became sick. I'm no vet, but I'll treat anything with a heart that beats. Until it doesn't. How can I help you? I'm feeling fine. No, it's just that public health notice thing again. No, I don't need to read this again, thank you. Nick the Funambulist. That's not even a word. Another day, another tightrope. Hopefully tonight's show is another turnaway. That means it's sold out. Hey, want an autograph? What do you mean, no? Get lost, kid, I'm busy. How did you know my name was Kid? Ira Stevenson. I can't find my euphonium. The Fire Eater drank my valve oil, and I'm due on the tightrope with the rest of the brass quintet in 5 minutes! At this point, I'll take any musical instrument. Got a harmonica? Kazoo? Spoons? A jug? I can't go back to being a manure intern. Don't want to know what that entails. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to have to go up there soon? This area is for paying customers only. But I work here! Well, I mean, sort of. You're a tiny, tiny person. Truman the Kid. I'm 5 now, so Mom says I'm almost a grown man now. That means I get to take the train by myself. That's sweet, kid. Now, if you excuse me, I have to go see a man in an outhouse who's apparently selling illicit goods. Oh, he looks sketchy. Mikey the Miscreant. Looking for some weapons that really pack a punch? I got what you need. Just don't tell anyone you got them from me. For the record, I was never here. Black-Eyed Susan. Campo, Hornbow, Peter, Sawed-Off. Nothing I really need. Can do without, thank you very much. Sir Matthew Seacrest? I'm gonna say a Seacrest. Or is it Seacrest? Either way. Hey there, cowboy. You gotta enjoy waiting for the train, see? Savor the moment. So many shirtless people around here. Dane Elliott. I need about 350. And wouldn't you know it, it was the goddamn Loch Ness Monster! And he's so far from a lake. Well, I wasn't expecting a South Park reference in this game, but there we are. Alton Flat. They finally fixed the train tracks that were damaged during the attack on Ashwood. The train can go from here to Swellsville just in time for the circus show. But the track still needs some repairs before you can take the Comfort Nash line rails all the way to all the stops in Bronco County. Bumblebee Junction. Howdy! Welcome to Bumblebee Junction, the epicenter of the Comfort Nash rail line. What? Want a ticket for Swellsville? Well, too bad. Matt Earl McGovern already spoke to me and told me I'm not to sell any tickets to you until you finish your job at the circus. Once you're done, come back and see me. But he was gonna buy me a ticket. No way, I think I almost that. So I'm a needle in a haystack, but it's a needle in the desert, so it's close enough. So this is what humans call the circus, eh? You sure are a strange lot. Used to see that man named Matt Earl McGovern and see what he wants you to do. He's in one of these wagons around here somewhere. I've nearly talked to everyone here, I think, so... Gabrielle DaCosta. That makes her sound like she's some kind of sexual predator. Hello, I'm Gabrielle. The circus only comes once in a lifetime, so I have to buy the perfect memento to remember it. Port Bassett. Memories fade, but merchandise lasts forever. Take a look at our official Mad Earl McGovern's Traveling Wild West Circus gift items. How about getting something for the little ones? But I am a little one. Buy now before the circus leaves forever and your children will never forgive you. Animal crackers. Spittoon. Moccasins, brogans, buckle. That's not bad. I'll make do with the stuff I have though, thank you very much. Now, I'll check out this last wagon, because I don't think I've been in here yet. Minerva Hurt, acting coach. This girl claims to be an Indian princess, but I find that hard to believe. Doesn't matter though, as long as she gets her act down, then I've succeeded at my job. Maybe then Mad Earl McGovern will finally put me in the show for once. Hey, a gal can dream, right? How you doing? Hey kid, has McGovern given you a job yet? If not, you should see him soon. He's already got me working on a performance. This is ridiculous. We should be in Swellsville trying to save my people from needless war by telling the sheriff the truth about the attack on Ashwood. Instead, I'm in a circus trying on different costumes and making a mockery of the Chappaquiddick. Well, I think I've exhausted every bit of exploration I can in this spot, so let's just go have a chat with the madman. Howdy, y'all. Oh, there you are, kid. I was just about to go hollering for you. Okay, now that we're set, you can start helping out with the stable wagons. Only I gots to confess. I made a sort of mission about your job being to mind the horses. See, the big highlight of Mad Earl McGovern's Traveling Wild West Circus are 4 real-life Africanian lions. No kidding. Have you ever seen a lion, kid? Yeah, I just saw the ones out back. I reckon they're enough like horses. 4 legs and fur and whatnot. Sharper teeth, though. So I'm sure you'll do just fine. Except horses don't eat your feet when they get cranky, right? You've already got a trainer working with them, so you'll be helping her out. Just mind what she says, and you'll be fine. Now go on and see her. She's with them lions just northwest of here. She'll tell you what's fair. Okay, here's a prediction of mine. I didn't see anybody out there just then. And I know for a fact that I'm going to end up having 4 party members by the time I'm done, and I've run into the other 2. The last time we saw... I can't really remember her name, but the woman that joined up with me initially. Last time I saw her, the sheriff up and told her to just, like, go join the circus or some crap. What do you think the odds... Yep, there she is. Rose again. Well, I'll be at chicken dinner on Christmas Eve. Kid, is that you? How you been? Golly jeepers, I haven't seen you since we met up by Swellsville. Yep, I've been keeping myself busy. I know Sheriff Lubbock was joshing me when he told me to join the circus. I got to thinking about it, and tracked down Manuel McGovern. Next thing you know, I'm training these here lions to perform on command. How about that? I grew up riding horses, and now they got me tangling with the king of the jungle. Funny, when they told me some blonde kid was going to help me out with these beasts, I didn't reckon it'd be you. Now ain't that something, huh? Yeah, I wouldn't know we lived in a video game or something. But don't be too afeard of these here lions. They may look mighty tough, but as long as they're fed, they behave right well. But you don't want to be around them when they're hungry. Speaking of which, I got to run to the storage wagon and get me some raw steaks for these lions. Don't want to hear their stomachs grumbling like the drums of the devil. Would you mind fetching my Regency hat from the wardrobe wagon? It's what I wear during performances. The manager, Tracy Howard, said it should be ready today in the wardrobe wagon. Go on and get it, and then we'll meet back here, okay? Okay, now where the hell was that again? Oh, down here. Yeah, that's it, right? No. No, that's his wagon. This one. No. Yeah, there we go. Hey, lady! I'm the wardrobe manager, Tracy Howard. If you need a piece for a costume, then I'm the one to talk to. I know. I know. Oh, okay, I had to reach in and get it then. Like some kind of rude asshole. Presumably this one she can only equip. Weren't there lions? Where are the lions? Kid! Boy, am I glad you're back. Would you look at this? The lions are gone. I came back here with the meat and I found them this way. And look at this. Someone's been tampering with the locks while I was gone. They released the lions from the cages. Kid, I don't have to tell you that having 4 dinner-deprived lions stalking around the circus grounds is bad. We gotta round them up and bring them back before anyone gets hurt. Now, they gotta be around here somewhere, but if we can't find them, maybe we should ask the fortune teller, you reckon? They usually behave, but if the lions get rowdy, we'll have to slap some sense into them before leading them back here. Okay, let's get moving. So we're dealing with 4 hungry, full-grown lions, and your educated, professional advice is to slap some sense into them. Yeah, I'm sure that'll go over right well. Flirt? Okay. I can have her flirt with the lions. Maybe she got really close to them. Who knows? Or maybe I should just keep whipping hog tie for her right now. Well, let's actually go have a chat with the fortune teller then. Maybe she does have something useful to say. Do not speak, mortals, for Madame Zenobia is aware of many truths, both cosmic and intimate. A yellow-maned monstrosity, that's not how you spell mane. I'm sorry, but I have to be nitpicky here. Monstrosity occupies your minds. You wish to find and apprehend this beast, yes? I have the answers you seek. Well, that's disappointing. I was hoping to use some sort of mystic vision to help you, but regular vision works just fine this time. I saw with my own eyes a lion wandering into the arena through the entrance tent to the west. You can find your lion in the middle of the arena. Wait, are you talking about where the tightrope walking guys were? In that case, I really hope they climbed up the top of that tightrope. You guys not worried about the giant meat-eating king of the... well, not really jungle, I guess. Still, whatever, line. He's not causing that much of a panic. Into shape, you know you could. Okay, he's asleep now, that's also good. Now he's awake again. Now we jump. Jump up, quick get down, move around. Just run up and kick that paralyzed lion in the face. What just happened? Something just flashed by really quick, and now I have a lion following me. Okay. That's fine. So is it gonna help me out when I fight the other one, or... I'll say, is the other guy hanging out in this tent, maybe? Or am I supposed to just bring him right on back before I find the next one? Yeah, let's do that instead. Oh boy, plank. No, I guess I just need to keep talking to the, gypsy lady. Hey, lady! Do not speak, young ones, for Madame Zenobia knows that which you desire. You are hunting nature's greatest hunter. A fierce golden beast, yes? I see it now. This savage animal you seek is now with a man. A large man with muscles as thick as his accent. They are in a tent. Go now, before it is too late. For the lion, right? I've seen that man. He's scary. Well, no, he seems rather friendly, but he's scary huge. He's got quite the grin in that picture, though. It's rather endearing. Okay. Ow. That didn't work. That didn't work at all. try it again. There we go, that's better. Okay, this is looking grim. Okay, that's better. Thank you for saving me from the lion. But please, do not tell anyone about this. Yes, I'm sure it'll hurt your reputation that you couldn't take on the lion. Utter not a word, for you're in the presence of Madame Zenobia, who sees all and knows all. Golden beasts wander among us, uncaged and untamed, I know. You seek to calm them and return them to their imprisonment. I will assist. Laughter and horror intermingle in the southeastern edge of the circus grounds. I see the jungle warrior animals stalking a most colorful prey. Go quickly. I mean, if he's after the clowns, can we just, like, leave him alone for a little bit? I mean, it'll solve the Anstey because he's hungry problem. Okay, they're chasing the lion. I'm sorry, but... Okay, now it's more like they're being chased, but still. Oh, that hurt. Okay, we're really wailing on this guy, that's good. No, it's been a long time since I've got a bonus due to not taking any damage during a fight. That's probably never going to happen again. Okie doke. What an odd place to find a bean. Alright, let's go talk to that smug fortune teller one more time, and it'll be the end of it. Do not speak, for your bodies and minds are exhausted. You have spent long hours in search of the missing yellow beasts, yet at the end of your quest draws near. My mind's eye sees beyond the realm of this circus. A lion has wandered far from here and has entered a new place. I see a man. With one hand he fends off the beast. With the other, he clenches a train ticket. Is Madame Zenobia being too cryptic? Then here it is. Go to the Bumblebee Junction train depot southwest of here. That's not that far outside of the circus grounds. I mean, you know, it's just like down here. Well, he's not chasing the kid, so that's good, I guess. Is it in the building? It's probably in the building. Yep. Again, they don't seem overly concerned. He's going to nibble me. How dare he? Keep giving him status ailments and I'll be fine. Critical whip! Flawless victory. Well, not quite, but... Taking my line and I'm going home. Job's done. Finally! Those lions are back and safely tucked away in their cages. Good thing, too. The show's gonna start soon. Eek! Eek! Pickle! What's wrong, Lady Lamoureux? You sound like a mouse caught in a bear trap. Is everything okay? Au contraire. Mon pickle is gone. I came back to my wagon after an appetizer and poof! The birdcage is empty. What? First someone lets loose my lions from the cages and now your parrot is missing from hers? That can't be no coincidence. Things are smelling fishier than sundown at the wharf round here. Zootalaws! Whatever will I do? Pickle and I must perform in the show soon. I call her name, but she does not come. Pickle always comes when anyone calls out Pickle. And now she is not coming, so she must be... Oh wait, that's why the parrot found us in the... Because Moon used the "we're in a pickle" phrase. Yeah, okay. Spirit animal my ass. Don't worry, Lady Lamoureux. I'm sure Pickle is fine. You should just go on and get ready for the show. Kid here'll find Pickle, won't you, kid? Not my bird or problem. No, I'm probably going to be forced to do it, so let's just do it anyway. Oh, merci. How kind of you to help a lady in distress, Monsieur Kid. Kid's happy to help, because I told him to. And from what I've seen, he's pretty good with animals. Good at slapping them around, anyway. No doubt about it, he'll find your bird. Kid, to find Pickle, simply call out her name, but I'm a mute hero, how can I do that? If she cannot fly to you, then she will... how you say... squawk? Listen for her squawks and keep calling her name. The louder the squawks, the closer you are to Pickle. The sooner she squawks back, the closer you are. You can also tell what direction she is in if you listen carefully. Okay. Sounds like a piece of cake to me. Pickle's gotta be around here somewhere. Kid's just gotta do some searching and snooping is all. I will be in my wagon getting ready for the show. Oh, please come see me as soon as you find mon darling parrot. Au revoir. Better get to it, kid. The show starts soon, and it'll be a disaster without Pickle and Lady Lamoureux. I heard nothing. Rather than press S to Jason, now let's press A to Pickle. Okay, she might be a bit further away. Let's try down here. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything. I'll just beat up a couple of scorpions, I guess. Oh, I was wondering why I could see what my enemy's next attack was, but it must be one of the attributes that I got from talking to the folks up there. Oh, I heard a squawk that time. Okay, I'm on the right track. Is she down there with that kid? I thought maybe a bit further up this way. Is it in that crate? No. No more gumption. Shame. You found Pickle stuffed into this box. She has a few ruffled feathers, but otherwise seems okay. And then I fight more scorpions. Perhaps they're even going to rock me like a hurricane, I don't know. Was it scorpions who did that? Pretty sure that was scorpions. Anyway. Stop doing that! It's interesting how a haymaker can put someone to sleep. Paralyzed, I can imagine, yes. Stun, yes, but why put them to sleep? I'm going to hit you so hard you're going to want to take a nap. Okay, well, the foreshadowing is gone. I was able to ride my horse this whole time. Not quickly, though, so it really makes no difference. Here's your parrot. Now I'm leaving with her. Voila! You're found mon pickle! And just in time was the show. Merci beaucoup. C'est bien. Pickle is back and we are ready for the performance. Hello. Is that all she says? Merci beaucoup again, Monsieur Kid, for all your help. But I wonder how Pickle got out and wound up in a crate. Shut up, bird! Hello? Eh? What did you say, Pickle? Gonna release the lions. Is that something you heard, Pickle? Shut up, bird! Gonna release the lions. Gonna get rid of her. Gonna get rid of you too if you won't shut up, bird. Kid, I think Pickle overheard someone saying these things, no? McGovern knows me big. Is this why Pickle was bird-napped? May we? She repeats these words she should not have heard. A witness to a crime, no? It's the same person who also released Mademoiselle Rosie's lines? Mon Dieu, there is a, how you say, sinister force in this circus, no? But I can do nothing now. The show commences and I am needed. But you are not in the show, kid. Maybe you can help, no? Will you get to the bottom of this mystery? I want to watch the show. Yeah, I'll dig into it. Très bien. You should search the circus grounds and see what you can find. I'm counting on you. Please find out who is responsible for these terrible acts against us. Bon chance. Well, the music's gotten all intense, so it might be the Saints Little Gang. Wow, what an eclectic group of oddballs came out to watch this. And how abruptly did the crowd just stop. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, prepare yourselves for a grand pageantry of staggering magnificence. You're about to witness sights both incredible and inconceivable. Today your hearts will indulge the pomposity of extravagance, the audacity of true spectacle. And now, it's time to direct your eyes to the arena below. The circus has begun! How are they going to fit all those people in the arena? The arena's not that big. Seriously, it's not. They should be piling up against the far wall now. I'm Matt L. McGovern. Welcome to my Wild West traveling circus. So I'm going to get to watch anyway. And then the clowns get mauled by the lions. That was the plan all along. Clowns. I'm sorry, but that was rather cheesy. Why did the gas even before the man was fired out of the rocket? Why was only one of them fired out? And now it's time to step back into our past. The time, 10 years ago. The place, the budding town of Swellsville. It was a dark time in Bronco County's history. Lawlessness was the natural order, perpetuated by nefarious gangs and ne'er-do-wells. And none were more heinous or more feared than the infamous Saints Little Gang. Turns out this is the real gang. No, well, maybe. Looks like Swellsville's ripe for the taking, brother. Not a lawman in sight. See, hiding from us like rats. Haha. They are not fools, at least. Never liked this town. I say we smash it to bits. Oh god, I said I was gonna make him Macho Man. But a strange song carries in the wind this day. Do not drop your guard. You always speak in doom and gloom. I think we... line? Oh yeah! I think we have fortune on our side. Luck is not required. This town no longer possesses the resources to stand against our forces, even if they were brave enough to attempt to do so. Look at all of them cowering. They willingly submit to us, the strong. No one dares to stop us. Could no one stand up to the evil Coyote Saint and his malevolent gang of miscreants? No one, but one man. Very convincing costumes, I may add. It's time to put a stop to your diabolical deeds, Coyote Saint. Oh, it's Higgins Comfort. Oh, this is so exciting. I feel tickled with goose feathers. Templeton Howell, I reckon. Do you really think you can stop us? Look how many follow me. The people don't believe in order, they want chaos. They want the strong to rule over them. You're on the losing side, Sheriff. The side of justice is never a losing side, and I'll prove it to you even if it costs my life. Which I don't think he actually said, but okay. If this will be our last fight, then I will fight you alone. Moses, get everyone out of here. Our fight with Boot Hill Posse ends here, by my hand alone. And that's how it happened, folks. A line was drawn there in Swellsville by the brave Templeton Howell. The legendary duel took place, and when the smoke cleared, the leader of the Saints' little gang was finally defeated, and the other guy was dead. Coyote Saint was imprisoned in Devil's Hole, but the duel cost Templeton Howell his life. The end. That wasn't all that impressive, honestly. Fire a couple more guys out of a cannon. We need to see more of that. Now I'm Moon? Okay. This is it, Princess. Your big moment. Do well, and I'll have you and Kid on the next train to Swalesville. Mess it up, and you're stuck with us. You're gonna stick with us until your debt is paid. I heard you were gonna be in the show, so I wanted to wish you luck. Woof. Game saved. How did we do? I know I heard the audience boo when I walked into the scene, but I think that was just because I'm playing the bad guy, right? Or was my performance really that underwhelming? I'm just sticking around to catch the lion act. That'll be one heck of a show. Take it from me, or my name isn't Luke Haverly. What? Boy, you're terrible. But I didn't... I wasn't running. Pickle has been training for this for weeks, so you have nothing to worry about. But please be careful not to hit poor Pickle with an arrow. My act is up next after you. Are you nervous? Don't worry, you'll do fine. Me, on the other hand, I'm quaking in my boots. Alright, you know what to do. Madam McGovern will introduce you, and you just have to stand there and look like you. Then, when they bring out Lady Lamoureux and Pickle, you hit the target with an arrow. If you miss, just try again. But the audience will be more impressed if you hit the targets with fewer attempts. Go ahead and enter the arena when you're ready. Wait, don't I get to practice this first? What is this? What madness is this? And for our next act, we have something truly remarkable planned. An exclusive, one-time only exhibition that you lucky folks will get to witness. First, put your hands together to welcome the lovely Lady Lamoureux. And look! Here comes Lady Lamoureux's beloved parrot, Pickle. Now, peon, one time only, let me introduce the mysterious Moon Dancer, an authentic Indian princess from the noble Chepackwik tribe. Wait, what? Boo! Oh, boo, I say. Those are the Indians that attacked Ashwood. They're horrible. Get rid of the lot of them. Boo! Ah, Sheriff Lovick, I didn't even recognize him. Calm down, will you? She's not really a Chepackwik. This is just a show. Yeah. That's right, folks. Of course Moon Dance is just an actress. She's only pretending to be a Chepackwik Indian for your entertainment. But Moon's got a real bow, and she's about to show you some sharp skills. So get ready to be flabbergasted. Yeah, this is gonna work. Ready, Pickle? Time to do your zing. What am I supposed to do? Okay. I am terrible at this. That's better. Wow, nice shot. Give her a hand, folks. Damn you, parrot. Okay. Wow, nice shot! Give it a hand, folks! Nope. Nope. Nope! Missed by just a tiny amount. There we go, that's better. Nice shot, give it a hand, folks. You really gotta work on your bantering, McGovern. Banter. Pickle. Terrific. Let's give it up for Moon Dancer. Wasn't she great, folks? And save some applause for the beautiful Lady Lamoureux and the talented Pickle. they got more applause. Well, I'm stealing kerosene from Lady Lamoureux, but other than that, I don't really know what I'm looking for. These guys simply not going on stage. You have nothing new to say. Do I need to go talk to the damn fortune teller again? Seems likely. Oh well. Also, aren't a lot of you folks supposed to be out there on stage or whatever? Do not speak, for there are dangers. I thought they said dancers then. There are dangers lurking in the darkness that may be listening. I sense your dread and suspicion. You are seeking an unknown threat within the circus grounds. I feel a strange presence in the storage wagon northeast of here. There's a man there. A man with murder on his mind. An outsider. Who is he? Be careful. I cannot say for certain what you will find there. A man with murder on his mind, obviously. Storage wagon was over yonder, yeah? This one? Kid, it's you. I came here looking for somebody else. Oh, it's him. But I didn't expect to find you here, of all people. Doc? Yes, Doc. Been a while. So is the gang gonna get back together now? Surprised to see you still in one piece. After you took off down the Snaketail River, I figured that was the last I'd see you. You're probably wondering why I'm here. I've tracked down a member of the Saints Little Gang to this circus. That's right, kid. It's Monty Spades. I know he's here somewhere. I don't know why Monty Spades has come here or what he's up to, and I don't care. Only one of us will leave this circus alive. So, kid, are you with me? Nah, I suppose. Your old ally, the Grim Bounty Hunter, Doc, has rejoined the party. Let's get moving. But be careful around these circus folk. They're hiding something, and they don't like us asking questions. But we have to find Monty. He's around here somewhere. Probably hiding in plain sight. Yeah, let me guess, Monty Spades is the guy who's supposed to be playing Monty Spades, right? The show isn't over yet, but I've done my part in it. I'm ready to find Kid and leave this circus already. Okay. It's locked. I really don't want to have to wait around until someone gets here to unlock this wardrobe. I could probably pick it myself and get my things without anyone noticing. Sure, why not? Oh, jeez! Oh, yeah, it's the actual guy, so I was right. The dude playing Monty Spades is actually Monty Spades. About time somebody let me out of there. Huh? Luke Abernathy? What are you doing locked in the wardrobe? Hey! Did they already do the reenactment of the Battle of Swellsville? Can you tell me if I'm too late? I gotta play the part of Monty Spades. What are you talking about? You already performed in that a while ago. What? No way! I've been locked in this wardrobe for days. days? Why didn't anybody hear him? But if you weren't playing Monty Spades in the show, then who... I'm seeing double. 4 Krusties. It was the role I was born to play. Hey, that's the guy that stuffed me in that wardrobe, and you didn't realize he looked like the guy you were supposed to be dressed as. Wait, so you're really Monty Spades? Pretending to be Luke Abernathy? Pretending to be Monty Spades? Pretty good cover, huh? No one suspected a thing. Holy mackerel! That's the real Monty Spades? I'm getting out of here! You can never capture the essence of my character anyway. Now, what to do with you? Whoever you are. Whatever you're planning, you won't get away with it. Wait until Mad Earl McGovern finds out you've been terrorizing his circus. Mad Earl McGovern? Oh no! Please don't tell him. Lady, who do you think got me my part in the first place? About time some help got here. I knew I didn't trust those clowns. You see, Mad Earl McGovern works for me, which means so does this circus. You two keep an eye on her until I get back. I gotta catch that lion act that's about to begin in the arena. It'll be a show they'll never forget. Never ever trust the clowns. I should have left them to the lines. Now I should check to see what he's got on him. And the repeater is better. Let's give him the repeater. I think he's got everything for the fedora. He hasn't learned all the things for that. I'm doing the Inverness because it's a bit better. What's the pipe do again? That's what it was for affecting. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Advantages. What does he have? He's got bounty. Regains power cost if defeats target. Cold cock. Chances on targets. Barrage. Recover from all status elements, alright. Yeah, I'll leave that as is for now. Oh, I have to actually fight the sword swallower now, how about that? There we go. Sword Swallower stumbles away after getting full of buckshot. I'm gonna have to get into a racket with someone else. Aren't you questioning what's been happening? I mean, I just shot up the, dude. Guy. Fella. Oh, there you are. I need to tell you that I think Moon is in trouble. That's right, my doggy sense is tingling again. You should try to find her. Okay, so where would she be? Or will I just go talk to the fortune teller again to receive it on my side? Yeah, sure, let's have a chat with her, just see what's going on. Do not speak, for the time is short and your friend is in danger. A girl who dances under the moon needs your help. I wonder who that is. You know her, yes? I see her apprehended in a wagon against her will by malevolent forces, otherwise known as clowns. Go, you must find her. Well, I mean, she wasn't here. I don't suppose she's in McGovern's wagon, is she? Nah, she's just in the wardrobe, never mind. Let's beat up some clowns! Yeah! Nightmarish laughter echo as these clowns plot your doom. Look at that guy, look at his teeth! Never ever trust these guys. Wow. He's actually doing rather poorly right now. He's actually pretty close to dead. There we go, that's better. We've got to kill this clown, man. Oh, he's dead. I was gonna say, I'm not going to be killed by clowns, damn it. Clowns are hurt, but laughter is the best medicine. I like to think she clotheslined both of us as she jumped out of there. Kid! Thank the spirits, am I glad to see you. Who is this, and how did she end up in the wardrobe? It was Monty Spades. He's here, kid. We know. And who are you? I'm the man who's gonna kill Monty Spades. Grim. No time to catch up. We have to find Madero McGovern. Monty Spades is here and he's working with him. Look, I've already beaten you up and shot you to pieces once. How does swallowing a sword allow him to absorb damage? Actually, I should probably stop hitting him if he's doing that. Although he is on fire now, so there's that. He's asleep. And he's on fire. And he's not doing that thing anymore, so... Hot damn. Mr. McGovern! Oh, he's gone. Surprise. No one here. Let's look around. There may be something that could tell us where Mad Earl McGovern ran off to. How about this conspicuous note? Or this. That's flash powder. What's this? Excuse me while I step all over the desk and walk on the writing. I'm not familiar with your written language, but I think these are numbers. Yeah, it's McGovern's accounting ledger. Looks like McGovern's been cooking the books, trying to cover huge chunks of money missing from the circus's revenue. It says gambling debts. Looks like Mad Earl McGovern has a penchant for cards, one that has put this circus in the red. He made a note here. I managed to keep these losses a secret from my employees. Only Ivan knows the truth. The strong man. McGovern may be with him. Let's find Ivan. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to need to fight the strong man? After I beat the tar of the sword swallower again. Man just doesn't know when to give up. Under other circumstances, I'd admire that. Dock me into level, that's good. So the moon, excellent. Well, let's go have a chat with the dog before I go up and see the strong man. Something tells me I'm going to want to save it. Just in case. I saw Mad Earl McGovern head over to the strong man's tent. Are you going to give him a thrashing or what? See, saying that I'm going to give him a thrashing just makes me think that the dog, even more so, that the dog has a very posh British accent, which I've been failing to pull off, no doubt. Also, where's Rosie? I mean, she was here. Also, like how not everybody is trying to kill me. Oh, they're all here. Neat. Including the sword swallower again. Well, well. Look who it is. Kid. Moon. And... what do they call you? Oh yeah, Doc. I know what you've been up to, kid. You three have been snooping around, asking too many questions. I thought my subordinates would slow you down. But now it looks like we'll have to do this the hard way. Am I gonna have to fight everybody in waves now? Freaking clowns, man. They even got unicycles. I don't know how that makes it worse, it just does. probably heal herself. That's a good idea. Let's just work on taking this asshole out now. Perfect. Mental damage? So she's become Professor Xavier, is what you're telling me. Oh, the cannonball, man. I like how they're facing me in pairs. Better wear a helmet here. They're fighting me with their cannons. Thankfully, I dodged that. You didn't dodge that, though. Kill that Doc. Yeah, that works. That doesn't, though. That doesn't work at all. Okay, kill this asshole, quickly. There we go. The human cannibals have crashed and burned. Now the Sword Swallower is going to try his hand again, is he? That looks oddly sexual. Not oddly, they're swallowing things, I guess, but, you know. Did they just say the exotic performers were going to amuse me? Okay, now it sounds even more sexual. I have no idea if Flame Arrow would even work on him, but it was worth the effort, I guess. Okay, he absorbs damage from all attacks, so there's no sense in even attacking him yet. Let's just heal Doc. See if we can take this guy out. Oh, that was bad. Acrobatics, not helpful. Guess you should heal Doc again now next time around. Doc doesn't have the big gun weapon? What happened to Doc's weapon? It's gonna make this much harder if his weapon is gone. Guess we'll just have to keep cold cocking people. This man needs to go. There we go, that's better. Seriously, this asshole needs to die, and he needs to die quickly. Hopefully this is the last time I deal with your ugly mug, Sword Swallower. There we go. Fire and steel both fall before you. I guess you're gonna have to send the strongman now? If I knew you guys were this tough, then I would've gave you an act in the show. Looks like I need the big guns here. Have to it, Ivan. Why is he making so much noise now? And I saved your life from a lion. Your puny weapons are no match for these muscles. He looks so pleasant, though. Wow, that hurt. Hopefully it looks like I'm going to be able to hurt him pretty badly too, though. Oh, she's down though. That's not good. Okay, we gotta take this asshole out. We have to take him out now. Probably should have kept him asleep. He bit me! The asshole bit me! Okay, let's leave him asleep, and hopefully Moon will revive before he wakes up again. Because I really need Kid to be healed now. Although actually, if I use Haymaker and Bounty, I should be able to take him out. There we go. Ivan contemplates returning to Siberia. Because of course he's from Siberia. That's where all strongmen come from. Doc had gangrene. I didn't even realize. He's no good, boss. D is too strong. Time to start talking, McGovern. Fine, fine, you win. I'm sorry I had to attack you, but I owe it to Monty Spades. I lost a heap of money to him, and I was going to lose the circus. I had to protect my people. So you allowed a scoundrel like Monty Spades into your circus? All he wanted was for to be a part of the Battle of Swellsville reenactment. There wasn't no harm in that. I needed someone to replace Luke Abernathy, who mysteriously vanished. Why would Monty want to be a part of the show? What's he really up to? Kid, do you know what Monty Spades is trying to do? Bask in the limelight. Kill Rosie. I think he's trying to kill Rosie. You think he infiltrated the circus to kill Rosie? Why? Who's Rosie? Kill Rosie? Now, I didn't think there'd be that kind of trouble dealing with Monty Spades. No way I'd be part of such a thing. What in all the goodness has all my reckless gambling got me into? What'd you expect from a member of the Saints Little Gang? I didn't know much about him. I should have been paying attention during all those reenactments. Where's Rosie now? Rosie is in the arena, doing her act with the lions. Tarnation! She's in a precarious situation. You better get there on the double. So your guys aren't going to try to kill us now on our way out there? Also, all the lions were still out in bed. Watch as our brave lion tamer Rosie risks life and limb by toying with these savage, instinctive carnivores. The beasts may appear to obey her command, but one wrong move and the lions may be agitated into a state of aggression and turn on their master. Like your bird flying down there, maybe? Is he going to be eaten to death by lions by the time we're finished here? Because that'd be interesting. Looks like I got here just in time. Did I miss anything? Luke? You're not supposed to be in this act. What are you doing here? I'm not Luke, lady. I'm the real deal. The one and only Monty Spades. Also, the sheriff is right there. Right there. 10 years. It's been 10 years since the Saints' little gang disbanded. 10 years apiece. 10 years of spoiled complacency. You all thought it was over. You believed chaos was a thing of the past. But while you've been sleeping comfortably in your beds, we've been hiding out, waiting for the right moment to return. Now it's time to expose the pampered little lie that you've been coddled with. Saints' little gang is back. I'm back. And if you thought things in Bronco County were bad in the past, you have no idea what's in store. Oh, I do say, what a splendid show. So full of theatrical twists and razzle-dazzle. I'm really buying this actor's performance as Monty Spades. Allow me to present a sample of what's to come. Now Rosie here survived the last time I released these lions from their cages, but this time I've sealed the exits and there's no running away. This is bad. I can handle one lion at a time, but altogether they adopt a pack mentality, and it looks like I'm the prey. Can't fight all of them at once. Just have to avoid them as best I can until help arrives. If I get into a fight, I should try to run away for now. I'm controlling her? Crap. Crap. Ron. Oh crap. Give me a moment there, folks. I have a phone call I need to take. Okay, now we return to our regularly scheduled lion mauling. Okay, so the first thing the four of us are going to have to do together is fight 4 lions. Okay, cool, cool. May as well start with a bang, right? I sense that Rosie is in trouble. We should make haste to the performance arena. Take it easy, princess. Not a good idea to run in there half-cocked without knowing what we're up against. Could be a dry gulch. Kid, make sure we're good and ready for a real dogfight. Why was he laughing like that? You want a piece of this? You want some more of this? That's a sword swallower. Man, I'm just gonna save it and see what happens, I guess. 4 giant cats have Rosie surrounded. I'd help, but I'm afraid of cats. She's in the circus arena to the northwest. Well, let's see how well this goes. If this goes poorly, I might just leave it off there, because it's getting pretty late. But hopefully I can beat them. I'll try to beat them. Anyway. Rosie! About time some help showed up. I thought my goose was cooked for sure. Say, can you folks help me with these here beasties? I bet things are getting mighty hectic. So don't forget we can pause and unpause the battle clock to choose our actions carefully. What the hell are you talking about? What's a battle clock? And we have McGovern's face leering at us in the background. Okay, that's how you pause the battle clock, I forgot. Okay, dodge. Oh, we should probably cold cock one first. And she can jump. Again, that's not the button. Okay, now hog tie. Him. Wait, no, that was trip. Oh wait, no, I already picked. Okay, yeah, this is going to get slightly confusing first off, but okay. Flame arrow and pump. And barrage. Haymaker. Holy shit. Okay. Moonlight. Probably hog tie another one, try to paralyze as many of them as I can, I guess. Oh crap. Rosie. Yo, Rosie. And she's down. That's not good. Jump. For the love of God, jump. Hog tie this guy again. Block. Oh, thank God. Doc's too terrified to take action. Shit. Well, he can just pump for now then. Too terrified. Haymaker this guy. He's going to... Actually, no, don't Haymaker him. Haymaker him instead. I'm still too terrified to take action. Jump. Nope, she's down. Shit. Okay, this is going to go poorly, I think. Okay, he's good to go. Barrage this guy. Oh crap, he fell asleep. No, cancel that. Barrage him. Whichever one isn't paralyzed. Let's see. This is going poorly. I really wish Moon comes back from the dead soon, because somebody is going to need healing. Haymaker, this guy. Okay, that's good. Could be better, but it's good. Cold cock that guy. Okay, good. Pump. Block. Barrage this dude. Oh, she's back. Thank God. Heal kid. Actually, you probably should heal Doc, but fair enough. And kid's down. Everyone's down. Heal yourself, Jesus. And she's down! Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Wow, that's great. That's like 2 times in a row I've been playing this where I've had to leave off before a boss fight, because the boss fight is too goddamn tough. So yeah, I think I'm just going to leave Boot Hill Heroes there for now. Like, I'm really sad that, whatchamacallit, Mystical Ninja fucked up on me. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on there. It just stalls when I walk through that one specific door, so hopefully I can fix that. If not, I'm going to have to, I don't know, probably postpone finishing that for a while until I can figure out what's wrong with it and maybe move on to something else. But, I mean, I'd like to carry on with this because I know that, well, I'm probably not close to finishing it, but at the very least I've got all 4 party members together, and I got a good feeling we're going to finally deal with this Monty Spades jerk after this. But we'll just leave it here for now. So, if you stuck around to watch my circus shenanigans and the absurdity that happened just prior to that, then I thank you very much for stopping by. And hopefully you'll, as always, come along again to see what else we have in store. Until that time, however, I thank you as always, and I wish you a good night. See you guys next time.